Let's talk about the games this weekend, the NFL slate.
Yes.
Obviously, a big storyline of the year, especially when it comes to picking games, is when the public is on something, just know that it's probably problematic, especially if it's over 60%. That rang true yet again last night, right, Tone? I mean, isn't this another situation of that with everybody riding the Pittsburgh Steelers last night, or no?
No, so actually, last night it closed the Bengals 57%. It didn't get over the 60% to impact that number, but the Bengals closed 57%. So the public and you guys who were on the Bengals last night won.
I love everything about that. And, AJ, maybe we're seeing the board better than ever. This is what we need to look at. 82% are on the
No.
All right.
Traveling all the way out
That's
there.
a high number.
Got a great one for that game, actually, too. If the Colts lose to the Chargers and the Patriots win, the Patriots are the 1 seed in the AFC.
That is a cool one. Certainly cool. Patriots 76% though.
Whoa.
Don't get too crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, the Bucks 78%, Dolphins 75%, 77% on Dart and Scattaboo at plus 7.5 against this Denver Broncos defense, which might be problematic for a couple of rookies, but hey, they've obviously been awesome. And then the Falcons 75%. Wow, Cowboys getting 72% at home with the Washington Commanders coming to town. Cliff Kingsbury returning to Texas, 64% on the Carolina Panthers. What have you done for me lately? We love the Panthers, and the Jets are ass in London, and then 61% on Seattle. Congrats to them. The Saints getting 60% of the action, getting 4.5. Congrats to New Orleans. I don't think they've ever had that much success this season thus far. And then the Eagles getting 60% against a Minnesota Vikings team. All right, let's go in and make our picks here, AJ, as we wrap up hour 2 here on glorious ESPN. We were both on the Bengals. Congrats to us. We win. Now let's go to London town. Los Angeles is taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Obviously, the Jaguars, a lot of London games over the past. They were maybe going to become the team of London. Now down in Duval, they're obviously building something special. Los Angeles spent the week in Baltimore, and they were playing at Camden Yard.
Yep.
Camden
Camden Yards. Yep.
Camden Yards, which is where the Baltimore Orioles are. Matthew Stafford with cleats on just goes right on to the mound, obviously. It says Clayton Kershaw's last year. Well, let me go ahead and give it a go for the high school buddy as well. Throws a strike, an absolute strike, and we should know that Matt Stafford's going to do that. The sign that's right in front of him there says, do not go on here with cleats. Okay, just don't do it. He clearly has cleats on, and he's doing his thing, but obviously the Orioles opened up their building for the Los Angeles Rams to stay on the East Coast for this week before heading to London. They're heading out to London on Saturday, just as if it's a normal game. This is the latest anybody has traveled to a London game in the history. We'll see how it goes against Jacksonville. For them, I would assume, AJ, with some of their games, they're traveling 5-6 hours via plane every single week. That's probably how they're viewing it, AJ, if you had to guess.
Yeah, I would imagine, they're treating it like any other week. Let's not make a big deal of it. Let's get in town, win, and go home.
We're flying from Baltimore. It's going to be a 6-hour flight to London. If we were playing in New England or if we were playing any of these other games, it would be 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is. We'll be flying over like it's a regular game. Everybody acts cool. The time zone's obviously different. Let's figure that out and keep it moving. We don't want to spend forever over there. We'll rather spend it here in a baseball. With that being said, give me the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 3.5 in London against the Los Angeles Rams. AJ, who do you got?
Okay, with that being said, I tell you what, give me the Rams. I like this Rams defense, that D-line especially, and Matthew Stafford too much, so I'm taking the Rams minus 3.5.
You could take them minus.
The Ram.
What can I get?
You can get a -3. And also, just so everybody knows, Puka is out.
Oh.
Yeah, Puka has been ruled out. Schefter put a tweet out on that earlier. And Liam Cohen, formerly of the Rams, you would think that maybe there's a little inside information to keep it close. Not saying the Rams don't win. They might, but I like the Jags plus 3.5. Raiders, Chiefs, old school rivalry game. The Chiefs, minus 12.5. They're currently the favorites to win a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes' favorite to win the MVP. Obviously, Max Crosby's an absolute dog. Geno Smith has been a little bit turnover worthy. Pete Carroll said he always wins. They haven't. What do you think happens here, AJ?
This one, 12.5 seems like so much, but if you don't pick the Chiefs and they go on and win by 20, you're thinking, what's going on? But I'm taking the, you know what? Give me the Raiders. I like Max Crosby. That dude just can't be blocked.
Okay, here's some updates about the Raiders from Ryan McFadden. For the second straight day, wide receiver Jacoby Myers, knee toe, and Brock Bowers did not practice.
Yikes.
Las Vegas could be without its 2 top pass catchers, and I didn't tell you that until after you made your pick. I will take the Chiefs.
I'll keep it.
12.
Yeah, I'll keep it. Stay on the Raiders.
Okay, the Raiders.
You can get
Philadelphia
11.5.
Ooh.
I'll take that. Give me
Even
that.
after these
Okay,
injuries?
thank you.
Yeah.
That's right, AJ. Let's not be getting too crazy. Philadelphia Eagles, Minnesota Vikings. Eagles favored by 2.5, even though it feels like the world is collapsing out there. And the Minnesota Vikings, it's Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy, boys?
I believe it's Wentz.
Yeah.
For a second straight day post-bye, the Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy was listed as a limited participant in practice, says Adam Schefter. Carson Wentz listed as full participant, so maybe we're about a week or two out from J.J. McCarthy coming back. Carson Wentz got to go. Who do you like, A.J.?
Give me the Philadelphia Eagles here, Pat. It's too good.
You get a minus
Me
one
as
and a half.
well.
Minus 1.5,
Me
we
as
get them
well.
for. Let's do it.
Okay, I like that. I didn't like that Kwesi didn't know who Justin Jefferson was with a camera, but I did appreciate the way that whole thing went. I guess whenever he shook his hands and his hand just engulfed him, these are some big hands for a photographer. Oh, wait. This is Justin Jefferson. Great acting out of JJ. I've seen him act in a Super Bowl commercial, and obviously everywhere he is electrifying. What a great superstar for the league and for the Vikings. I'm happy they did all that. On that note, there's been a lot of negative stuff said, and Sirianni can pull all those kibbles and bits for the boys. Ain't that right, Ty?
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people are even throwing more gas on this and saying, "Hey, guess what? If the Eagles do lose this week, then maybe A.J. Brown's headed out of town. Maybe a handful of these other guys." So Sirianni's going to have the boys ready to go. Oh, and at the end of the day, O-line, D-line, Howie, you know that.
The Patriots, Boston Connor's hoping for A.J. Brown and anybody that's potentially available at the trade deadline. Let's go on a run. They might be the number one seed if the Colts lose. I got the Eagles minus 2.5. Saints, Bears, who do you like, A.J.? 60% on the Saints, remember?
I will take the Bears at home here.
4.5.
I would take the Bears as well. Patriots, Titans, is there any different lines we need to know about, Tone?
Patriots, Titans, there is 6.5 or 7.
Okay, so I will take the Patriots minus 6.5 in Vrabel's revenge game. AJ, who do you like?
Yep, give me Braves. Give me the Patriots.
Okay, Miami Dolphins taking on the Browns. Any different lines we need there?
2.5 across the board.
Okay, I will take the Cleveland Browns minus 2.5 against the Dolphins. Sorry about it, Gumpy. Is that a good pick or a bad pick?
It's going to be wet and rainy and muddy in Cleveland, so just Dylan Gabriel and Tua slinging it in the rain.
Or running is what we're thinking is going to be happening. I think they're saying like 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts potentially on that lake there. I like the Browns in that situation. AJ, you as well?
Yep, give me the Browns.
Carolina Panthers, obviously everybody's high on them because of what they were able to accomplish last week at the end of the game. Down 17, they come back and win. Bryce Young looks like a bona fide superstar. And I think they have weapons outside. Jets are ass, but they were taking on Denver Broncos defense that was incredible. What do you like, AJ? And is there any other lines we can get, Tone?
1.5 across the board.
Okay, give me the Panthers at 1.5 here, Pat.
I would do the same. Colts have 82% of the money on them, getting 1.5 as they head over to Los Angeles to take on this Chargers team. Jim Harbaugh has been fantastic on the microphone this week, talking about Jim Irsay and Justin Herbert. Stephen Holder's reporting that Colts coach Shane Steichen says quarterback Kenny Moore will return on Sunday. Hell yeah, great to have you back. Josh Downs, Charvarius Ward still out alongside Ashton Doolin, wide receiver. That's a lot of wide receiver weapons, Dahn, and obviously Mooney still out from the pregame hit from last week. I like the Colts getting 1.5 against the Chargers. Don't love 82% of the money on them. Go ahead, AJ.
Get 2, Pat.
2, okay, yeah.
I will.
Give us both the Colts at 2 points here. I've learned my lesson. I can't pick against the Colts right now.
82% is a big number. Giants at the Broncos. I like the Giants getting 7.5. Can we get any more points?
No, but you could get less if you want the Broncos at 7, H.
Give me the Broncos at 7 here then. Even though I do love what the Giants are doing, give me Broncos.
I actually will take the Broncos at 7 as well. Washington Commanders, Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 1.5 at home. This is a sunlight game. Mike McCarthy wanted to talk about. We didn't get to it. Going to be weird shadows in Jerry World. Will that affect the Washington Commanders who aren't ready for it, AJ?
Yeah, I think it will. Give me the Cowboys.
You get them at Cowboys
right,
at -1.
Ooh. Got it.
I'll take the Commanders at what?
1.5.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer said Trayvon Diggs had an accident in his home last night. He has a concussion now. He won't play Sunday. Probably hit something while he's walking through the house. What a nightmare situation that is. So I will take the Washington Commanders. And how many points can I get?
1.5.
Okay, I'll do that. And then we got Packers Cards. Ty, what are your thoughts on Gannon maybe having a big-time game 2 weeks removed from slapping a guy?
Yeah, it is certainly possible. Matt LaFleur basically said, hey, listen, I know these guys are 2-4. Don't you dare underestimate them. We know what they can do. The Packers have had like 800 different guys play offensive line this year, so hopefully, they'll get a little bit of continuity. 6.5 on the road. I don't know. After a piss-poor performance last week, I kind of like the Packers to bounce back.
Okay, you like the Packers to bounce back. AJ, do you?
Yep, Packers -6.5.
I'll take that as well. And then Sunday Night Football, Falcons, Niners. This Falcons team has become the belle of the ball. Bijan Robinson, potential MVP candidate that isn't a quarterback. And the Niners, they're still hurt. Who do you like? How do you like it, AJ?
I like Falcons defense and Bijan. Give me Falcons.
I'll take the Falcons as well, getting 2.5 on Sunday Night Football. Feels like we agreed on a lot. Feels like we probably agreed with the public on a lot. Probably means we're going to have an ass score, but I know it's going to be a great time.